Yo, what's going on, guys? EasyTech231 here. So I hear you guys like Android apps. Yeah, I know you do. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of my favorite Android apps of March 2015. Now, this really isn't a top 10 video. The applications aren't in any particular order. And these applications also were not necessarily released in March 2015. There are just applications that I happen to use quite a bit this month. And applications that I found that were pretty fun to use and pretty useful. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first application is CamScanner. Now, you've probably heard of this one before. It's pretty much the #1 document scanning app on the market, and it's actually been out for quite a while now. If you don't know what CamScanner is, it's an app that allows you to take pictures of notes, receipts, business cards, and other documents and save them as PDF or JPEG files, which makes it easier to share documents through email or social media straight from your phone. CamScanner also allows users to fax their documents to over 30 different countries straight from their phone. I find this very useful for business people and for those who have trouble keeping up with their receipts, certificates, notes, and stuff like that. It's a very simple application and I think it's worth a try. Go check it out. App number 2 is Issuu. This application boasts millions of magazines that you can read for free. It's got a very nice interface that's clean, simple, and minimalistic. Categories include stuff like tech, fashion, food, sports, and a lot more. You can build up collections of your favorite magazines to read later, and you can share your favorite magazines on social media. You're gonna have a pretty hard time finding a shortage of things to read because publications are added to the app on the daily. This is the perfect application for you magazine lovers out there. Just kick back, relax, and enjoy a very extensive collection of magazines, all for free. Next up is QKSMS. This happens to be one of my favorite SMS apps overall because it's nice and fast, easy to use, customizable, and it just looks good. Customizations are pretty simple. You can change the color of the text threads with 19 different colors to choose from, and you can also enable night mode so you can put less stress on your eyes and save a little bit of battery. There are other settings such as Quick Compose, which allows you to send a text message straight from your notification shade, and you can also enable notification pop-ups so that you can reply right away. I often use this app over Google Messenger because of its customizability. And it's got a very nice material design as well. Definitely check this one out. App number 4 is Weather. Just weather. And oh, look at that. It's a weather application. Now, this specific weather app was made by MacroPinch, so if you have trouble finding it, just search Weather by MacroPinch in the Google Play Store. I like this app because of how plain and simple it is. It isn't loaded with customizations and amazing visuals, it's just straight to the point, in-your-face weather. Just swipe the screen to switch between panels, and on those panels, you'll find your locations, the current weather, weather for the next 24 hours, and weather for the next 5 days. That's pretty much it. Oh, and it comes with a nice yet extremely basic widget. Next up we have SensorSense. It's a pretty cool material design app that lets you see the output of all of your device's sensors. You can check things like air pressure, gravity, acceleration, light, rotation vectors, and a lot more. Here you can see I'm testing out the light function, and as I put my finger over the phone's proximity sensor, it reacts and shows the current ambient light level. So if you're curious as to what the current relative humidity levels are, or you just want to find out what your linear acceleration is, check out SensorSense. App number 6 is JotterPad. Not only is it meant for taking notes, it's also meant for writing novels, poems, lyrics, essays, and even screenplay. One downside is that there are in-app purchases, but that doesn't mean that there aren't any free functions. Not only does it have material design, you also have the ability to link straight to Dropbox. Under the typography section is where you'll find all of your different writing styles. In the writing interface, there are undo and redo buttons, there's night mode, and there's also a built-in dictionary. So with a great user interface, great functionality, and a nice selection of features, JotterPad is definitely worth a look if you're into writing. So if you watched my previous Android apps video, you'd probably know I like a good alarm clock app. This is MorningKit Alarm Clock. The main focus of this app is to save you a little bit of time in the morning. MorningKit will display a bunch of information panels to get your day started with stuff like inspirational quotes, world times, weather, news headlines, and more. And they're all changeable to your liking. Again, there are in-app purchases, but there are still a good amount of panels that you can change. In the settings, you can change the theme of the main screen, and it's also where you'll be able to easily change the panels themselves. So while this isn't the best alarm clock I've used, it's definitely the most customizable. Go ahead and give it a shot. Alright, so if you know me, you know I absolutely love wallpapers. I can't seem to hang on to one wallpaper for more than 5 minutes, it seems. So at app number 8, we've got Wallrocks. Yeah, say that 5 times fast. Wallrocks features over 350 different wallpapers made in QHD, 2560 by 2560, to make your home screen look nice and extra crispy. There are 9 different categories of wallpapers, and they're extra awesome and extra colorful. Applying a wallpaper is really easy. All you have to do is select a wallpaper, hit the plus icon at the bottom right, and choose Quick Apply or Crop and Apply. Wallrocks has quickly become one of my go-to wallpaper apps on Android, and of course, you know I had to mention that material design. Okay, so second to last, we have Yummly. It's a pretty solid recipe app. This one might seem like an odd selection to you, but I do in fact cook or bake something every once in a while. Right away you can tell it's got a very nice design. Material design. Oh yes, you saw it coming. There's pretty much a recipe for everything in this app. Search up a recipe and 9 times out of 10 it'll most likely be there. So in this app you can save your favorite recipes, and you can also personalize the recipes that show up. So say you're allergic to olives or you hate spinach. Well, Yummly's got your back. The app can filter out all the recipes that contain the things you don't like. Pretty darn awesome. With thousands of recipes available, a clean interface, and the added dietary preference function, I think it's safe to say that this is the best way to find quality recipes on your Android device. So we're finally at app number 10, and that app is WeatherBomb. If you enjoy keeping up to date with the current weather conditions as well as future weather conditions, this is the perfect app for you. Swiping the screen will allow you to see what's coming in the next few days. You can select to see precipitation, clouds, and wind. Swiping in from the left hand side, you find the spot where you can change locations, and it's also where you'll find settings where you can change the weather units. I consider this app very unique, and it's definitely worth a download. Alright, so that about does it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. Also leave a comment down below telling me what some of your favorite applications were this month, March 2015, and I'll check them out. And yeah, also don't forget to follow me on Twitter at EasyTech231, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.